What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Juiced Up Jobbers. We have the original crew here. We have Alex here, but we have a very, very special guest here with us today. Former Divas champion, former women's champion, and the 2006 Diva Search winner, Layla.
Hi, everybody. Hi, guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
Of course. Thank you for giving us the time.
Thank you, guys.
So, Chris, if you would like to start.
Today? How's everybody feeling?
It's an awesome Sunday. We got a legend of the business with us here, so it feels great to have someone that's been in and out of the ring and done tenure, hear her knowledge and her experiences.
And y'all don't have to listen to us just jabber jaw all
No, not this time.
Not this time. What's up, Josiah?
What's up, Josiah? What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for joining. We love to see it. Yes, we do. And of course, guys, if you guys have any questions, and if we do have the time, you can leave them in the comments. But let's start off with Chris.
Okay, we start off with me. We start with the best.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think all of us have come up with 3 questions each, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So for my first, I wanted to start it off with maybe the beginning of your career. So obviously, we all know you were the 2006 Diva Search winner. However, I was a kid when all that was going on. I don't remember too much. Could you just tell me about your experience with the competition and the show overall?
Yeah, absolutely. You were a kid. Oh my God.
I second that motion as well.
Yeah, Chris, we were like 12, 11, like not that. Yeah,
I was a big kid.
No, it's I'm just messing around. No, it was 2006. I was with Miami Heat dancing, and someone reached out to me on MySpace, and it was Allison, and I ended up going for the audition. Was late. Jane, the casting lady, waited for me. Thank God she did. I went in. It was like a 2-second audition. It was like bikini, say a little promo, which at that time I had no clue what a promo was, but it was like, hi, whatever. Got to California, they flew us in, and that's when I was like looking around the table, looking around the whole room, and I'm like, dude, I ain't got a chance, man. Like, these women are too beautiful. Like, there's just no way. And we went in, we had to do like different cycles, and they would cut people. Then they narrowed it down to top 8, right? I think, if I can remember clearly, it was a while ago. And then through the whole process, it was like traveling on the road, like you travel with WWE, except the live events. But then there's always that you're going out there in front of all of these wrestling fans who clearly at that time, majority of them didn't care. You know what I mean? Some of them were like booing us, especially at the beginning of the competition. They were booing us. My first time out there performing, I remember Miz messed up as well. He said something wrong, so the crowd just went nuts. So I don't know what he said because I was so scared. And then I'm like, what have I put myself? I was scared. I was really concerned. What have I done? Why did I sign this contract? What am I doing? And the girls, some of the girls loved it. They were enjoying it. Some of the girls were very competitive. And some of the other girls, a couple of us were very quiet. Maurice and I were the quieter ones, to be honest with you. We were the ones that kind of like sat back and sat low. Like we weren't as, I thought I was going to be out the first week. We were told strict rules that we should abide by and stuff. But during the competition, as it went along and continued, I started enjoying it. I really did enjoy it, especially after we did like the talent show. And I think Luke Perry was the host of that, and that was fun because then I think the crowd was starting to get to know us better. And they did push us. They did do things that were hard, like I'm trying to think, what was that thing we did? The obstacle course that we did. That was pretty tough.
Yeah.
That was fun. Remember, wasn't it Sergeant Slaughter's?
Yep.
But now when I look back, I'm glad they didn't make us do anything wrestling related. But I do remember my first interaction with the WWE Divas. It was a bikini something where they were competing with each other, right? And they had like water bottles and guns and all that stuff. And I actually got my lip busted by Victoria.
Oh.
And I heard her say, we got to bleed her. And I was like, I'm not kidding you. I was terrified. I was like, okay, so that's my first interaction with the women wrestlers. I thought, okay, this is gonna be tough. But I'm glad I did it no matter what. It was exciting, it was scary, and it was also humiliating at times. Like wearing those outfits, the crowd booing you, the crowd not giving a damn. But I would do it again if you gave me that opportunity, 100%. And then of course I won the money. So come on, like isn't that just like at 20 something years old, you win like what, over 250,000 K? Like
Yeah,
you just
of
gotta
course.
kiss. You just gotta say. You just
Can't
gotta
not be
thank
happy.
God, right?
Yeah.
So it was definitely great. Anyone who's out there who wants to, if they ever bring back the Diva Search, which I don't think so, but if they ever do, just do it, guys. Just go for it.
All right.
All right.
Shush.
My question.
Me to shush, or is that his question?
Oh,
No, 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 no. Okay, so let me explain that before this. Shush is a very big Chad Gable fan, and when I met him, his tag on Twitter is the Shush Movement. So it just became a thing to just call him Shush.
I was just messing around with you. I knew something. I was messing around. Sorry. Go ahead with your question. My apologies.
one of the last things you've done was team with AJ Lee. What was that like, and do you wish you tagged with her more, or what?
Teaming with AJ Lee was a surprise. I remember clearly, it was literally mentioned about 2 hours before doors, and they were like, "Okay, we're doing this. Layla, you're turning on Caitlyn." Da, 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 da. Yes, I loved it. Of course, I want to work with AJ. AJ is amazing what she does. Look what she's been able to attain in WWE, even outside of WWE. But I think it wasn't done right. If it would have been thought out right and put more time into it, and we could have been creative and stuff, then I think it would have been way more enjoyable. I actually feel like it was something they did that wasn't really necessary because there was no real big payoff for it. What do you guys think?
Uh, I mean, for what it
That
was, I
one,
think
from
it was,
that one, like
it
you
was way
said,
too
it was a
short.
very sporadic, random moment. Was it fun?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we love you and AJ Lee, of course, but it was at the moment where it
So I
just
said,
felt, just out of the blue and random. That as fans, it's not where you want to boo it, but you're trying to digest it. Like how do I believe the storyline? How do I believe
yeah,
that Layla wants to
yeah,
side with AJ? Like, what's the reason behind it instead of the just because turn?
Because
yeah, I
both
agree.
characters work so well together too. So
Oh, thank you. I thought it was just not. I feel like there wasn't really a big payoff for it, and if it would have been done right, I think it would have been great. To be honest, I do think it could have been great for sure.
Eli.
What were like some of your favorite people to like wrestle with all the time? Like what were some of your favorite
Um,
opponents?
yeah, I was thinking about this. I love wrestling Michelle. Always have from the first time before we even became LayCool. She actually gave me some of my most memorable like first matches where I could understand a little bit of what I was doing. So I'll always remember that. And I remember like Jimmy Wang was like, "Oh, you and Michelle." He's like, "You guys have chemistry. Like, that's something really cool. You guys actually." Because he would always help with the training with the girls and stuff, and he was always like, "Oh wow, yeah, that was actually okay. That was pretty decent. Did okay. So you and Michelle really worked well together." And then Barbie, Kelly, me and her, we started pretty much together. So we learned what the hell was Kelly and Layla doing on live TV on ECW wrestling. Like when I look back at that match the first time, like who decided that was okay? Like, who decided? Let's put these girls out there. Like, when I look back now, I just laugh because it's like, what could we have done? There was nothing we could have done better because both of us didn't know what the hell we were doing. The agents gave us everything they could, the riders, everything. It was just too soon, but it had to happen, I guess. So her and I growing together. That after a while, like we would go out there and have matches in overseas or even in the States. We would just be like, okay, we're gonna do this match tonight. Okay, boom, boom. We didn't have to really even talk. We just knew each other's bodies. We would laugh with each other. It was like just good old times. Just my friend, and we get in the car and ride together. Like my buddy. And I was thinking Emma. When I wrestled Emma, I loved wrestling her. Like there was one point where it was Fandango Layla and she was with Santino, and we did like couple of overseas tours, and we wrestled them tag teams. I mean, I gotta admit that I've never laughed so hard in my life because it wasn't on TV, and you let Santino go, and then even Fandango, and then Emma and we just had a. I mean, I just remember it being the funniest thing that I'd done in live matches, and I don't think she gets as much credit of how funny she is and how much of a great wrestler she is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying. Natty, man, I can't even imagine. I think Natty's probably what I've wrestled the most out of everybody. If I really look back, I always had great matches with Natty. Always had a great time. Natty is always very giving, very loving. She trains everybody. She wants everyone to be the best and stuff. And I guarantee you, every diva is going to say, Natty helped me out. At one point, they're going to say back in their career, you know, Natalia was the one who helped me out. Her. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. Paige. I mean, dude, she's on she's on another level. Like you can't even. But when I wrestled with Paige, it just felt very easy, very. And I can't remember. I've done it for so long, and it's been such a while. But those are the people right now that distinctively, like I remember, it stick out to me. Yeah.
Alex?
Alrighty, so my question is, all of us know, everyone almost knows your time with LayCool. So my question with you during your time of LayCool is, like you were at the time you were compared to another faction from another promotion, TNA. You were compared to the Beautiful People, to Angelina Love and Velvet Sky. From your perspective and point of view, did you feel there were similarities between one another, or did you feel like you and Michelle did your own different shtick that stuck out as opposed to what the Beautiful People did in TNA?
Okay, so I'll be really honest with you guys because I really didn't watch TNA at that time. I didn't really have the time or anything like that. So I'm not gonna try to say I did. No, I didn't. But of course, I'd heard about them, and I'd seen like people send me clips on Twitter and comments and stuff. And I remember like I looked and I was like, I didn't even know like that there was a comparison or something like that. But I could see it, of course. The Beautiful People at LayCool, absolutely. I could see why people would say two mean girls, stuff like that. Do I think that we were exact? Do I think we did the same thing? Completely not. I think it was completely different styles. I can appreciate now. I've seen what they've done. I can appreciate what they've done, and I sure appreciate what LayCool has done too. The thing is now they're interacting like TNA with WWE and you know independent wrestling and stuff like that. So it would have been cool. Yeah, of course, it would have been awesome if they would have done that. The Beautiful People with Flawless with LayCool. Why not? That would have been amazing. Like those girls are great. They deserve the credit for what they were doing in TNA. And so no, I didn't look at it that way. I just looked at it as basically they're on TNA and we're here with WWE. But
Of course.
I would have. That would have been great to have had LayCool against the good people, the Beautiful People. Sorry, since people were already talking about it and comparing us. But I don't see the similarities besides being like the two mean girls, and being attractive.
No, exactly. That's how we see it as
Yeah.
well. Because I was seeing both at the time, and when I'm hearing online saying that they're both exactly the same, and I'm not seeing it. Whereas you
No.
and Michelle were the bullies up there, and the Beautiful People were the evil seductresses. And I'm like, no, there's no similarities.
Yeah, I think
Two
so.
different things.
Yeah.
All right. So I think I went around with everybody. So my first question would be, I've watched wrestling for a while, so I've saw a lot of your career. And one of my favorite things was working with William Regal. And I just wanted to ask, how was that entire experience working with William Regal?
I love William Regal. Everyone loves William Regal. I have so much respect for William Regal, and every wrestler I've seen ever come in while I was there always has respect for William Regal. He goes out of his way. He trains the guys. He makes sure they're okay. He talks to them. For me, it was a great experience training William Regal because I didn't know how to wrestle, but I actually feel sad that didn't happen in my career a little bit later on when I was more knowledgeable about wrestling and how to be a valet and what I could do to interact more and to bring more to the storyline because I felt like I kind of like held that storyline back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it was great. Like he didn't need me, I needed him, So it was great for what it was, but can you imagine what we could have done if I was able to do what I could do now, not now, but what I could do when I was in my career, like when I was with LayCool and stuff like that. And I think it could have been way cooler. I actually asked to be with Wade Barrett when he was the king.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been so.
That
Oh
would've been really good.
Right? 'Cause
man.
that
That's
was
good.
just before I retired. Yeah, that was something that was discussed, and I'd also talked about it. And I think, but I enjoyed my time with William Regal. It was great. I learned so much from him. Not only just like wrestling, but also like wrestling etiquette, wrestling respect, how to conduct yourself. There was so much stuff that he teaches that I will always take with me outside of wrestling too.
Oh, that matchup with Wade Barrett would have
I feel
been.
like that
That
would
would have been
Oh,
fire.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
but
so
it,
too.
yeah, but also when we were looking back at with the King of the Ring stuff, and when you brought up that you wish you were more knowledgeable, even back then, at least from my perspective as a fan, we still saw it as William Regal being this dominant king, and he still had a beauty for a queen. So we
Yeah.
still saw it as like
Yeah,
he still won the prize.
Yeah.
Like that was like yes, we understand where you're coming from, but for us when we were young kids, we're seeing it. Oh, William Regal's King of the Ring, and
it just
he's gotta
worked
go
perfect.
demon as his queen. I'm like, we're gonna
Gotcha,
boo
yeah.
him no matter what. We're gonna boo him no
Yeah,
matter what he
yeah,
won,
it's
and
true.
he's got the beautiful girl.
Oh, yeah, it's true. You guys, I see that point too. Yeah, thank you.
Back to you, Chris.
All right. So this question's a little bit longer, so everybody just bear with.
I got the popcorn, brother.
Get the popcorn ready. So obviously nowadays, today, the women of WWE compete in a lot more stipulation matches, like such as Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank, Elimination Chamber, Hell in a Cell. Hell, they even have is it called Queen of the Ring? Is that what
Yeah.
it's called?
Yeah, keep in the ring.
Women's War Games.
Women's War Games. They have all these different
Good.
stipulations now that they wouldn't have dared done back in the day.
Yeah.
If there was a stipulation you could compete in, what would it be and why?
Oh, wow. You mean back in the day, if they had them? Is that what you're saying?
Either back in the day or today, if there was ever to be anything.
Today I'll
it's up
break
to
my
you how you
hip.
want
I don't know about that. I mean, I honestly, I would, in my younger day, of course, I want to compete in all of them, right? Because that's just unheard of. A women's Royal Rumble, women's what? Like chamber. Sorry, I can't think. Sorry, like it was unheard of. The divas were not even a
They were
factor.
thought of
You were lucky. Yeah, you were lucky to get 2 minutes out in the ring, kind of thing, with entrance, kind of thing. So I would have competed in any of them. Like I would come, like I said, I would totally come back and possibly do a Royal Rumble because that I think is the moment when you kind of look back for like the old time wrestlers. You know what I mean? A little bit of like.
the nostalgia pop.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, thank you for helping me. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, the nostalgia. Not only that, like, oh wow, I forgot about her. Oh my God, so it flushes back all those memories and stuff like that. So I would totally like do the Royal Rumble. Now, some of the other stuff, like is it bank
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Thank you so much. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Money in the Bank or anything like that right now. Oh, I don't know. But like I said, never say never. Never say never. Never say never. But I'm so happy that the women get to do all of that, and especially like, man, they get to show who they are. They get to show their talents. They get to show that other women can do it. They're showing the younger generation of women that are coming up that like, wow, look, we can do it too. You can do it. Now, when their generation comes up, what the possibilities are endless, endless, endless. So yeah, I'm truly happy for them. I think Michelle and I had it, and Natty and Beck, we had the first tables match, and that was
Yep.
to get that was a huge, like for them to trust us with that was a huge, huge, huge factor in women's wrestling because I didn't think that was ever going to happen, and it did happen. So I'm excited to see what the next generation of women wrestlers are going to bring to the table. I'm really excited for them.
Oh yes,
Definitely.
Good.
all right.
Shush.
Obviously, with NXT women obviously evolving since you were last there, what's your opinion on them, and who do you want to face from NXT?
Ooh, from NXT. Okay, you guys are gonna help me out with that. I really haven't.
Of course.
Is it Gaia? Is that Is that her name?
Julia.
Oh, Julia.
Truly, sorry, yeah. I think she's going to be huge. I think she's going to be like when I saw that they brought her over and just like even just watching her for a split second on NXT. Not I've seen the stuff she's done in Japan and she's incredible and she's absolutely beautiful. And now in NXT, I just think she's going to be the next big star. I really do think so. If I was younger, I would love to have competed with her. Not now, clearly, but you know. I think my prediction is she's going to be a big star. Do you guys agree? Or
Yes, most
Oh,
definitely.
yes.
100%.
yeah,
She's
her
very
looks,
good.
her looks alone too. Just her looks alone is like, it's just she's out of control. She's going to be a big
She
star.
does have a superstar look to her as well.
She does.
100%,
Her
100%.
Yeah, her entrance is great.
Yeah, but even her wrestling, like I like how, like I don't know if it's like stiff, but I just like how she moves. I believe everything she does.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think that's going to be the new style, but who knows? Let's see. I think she's going to make a big name for herself.
That's fine.
Eli?
Alrighty, so my question for you
Oh, no,
is,
it's-
we've seen you win the women's title and the Divas title. And from your point of view, which victory felt more important to you, when you won the women's title and were co-champions with Michelle McCool, or when you had that singles run with the Divas title, knowing that it was you singly alone having that title ring?
Honestly, I can't compare the both because it's like saying comparing apples and oranges, because when I won the women's championship, like nobody thought I'd ever win it. I didn't think I'd ever win it. So that was a big like stamp in my career. It's like a stamp of approval. It's letting me know that the company believes in me, right? So it gave me the momentum. It gave me the opportunity to have a great run with my best friend. We had a great time. We had 2.5 years together, like just having so much fun going out there entertaining people. And then when I came back from my injury and I won the Divas title, that was another moment in my life and a crucial point, because I thought I was done. After my surgery and the rehab, it took me a year to get back. It was that severe that it validated for me, I'm back. Okay, this is great. Here I am, another stamp of approval, and the company still believes in me. And now it's on my own merit. So I can't really compare which one was better. I loved both of them, and I'm glad to have the opportunity to have both of them.
Go ahead, Eli.
So what was it like training to learn the WWE moves and stuff like that, like taking bumps and stands and all that? What was that experience?
Oh God. So because I won the Diva Search, I wasn't allowed to go train in developmental. Like I wasn't allowed to have a developmental contract. My contract was already completely different because I'd already been on TV. So it's like when you've already been on TV, they want you to be on TV every week because you've already garnered a fan base. They see it, and so you just can't go down there, move down there, sign the contract, and train, and you'll be there permanently. That wasn't offered to me at all. But I would go and train there, but I would train on the road. So I would literally train, like we have live events, if I'm just dancing that night, or if we get there 3 or 4 hours early, and we would train, and Fit Finley would be there. He would train the girls. If you want to learn, come learn. And so that's what we would do. And I'm not kidding. The first time I took a body slam, I wanted to bloody quit. Like I was like, are you flipping kidding me with this? Like, what the hell is this shit? Like I was like, I literally laid there. And then everyone's looking at you because everyone knows what it's like when it hurts. Everybody knows. Everyone's had to bump beside me, and I'm just like laying there looking up at the ceiling like, I don't know if I can do this. And then when you hit the ropes, like, man, I was bruised up for it. Oh my God, for weeks. And then here I am, like sounding like crazy, like a little wimp, and when there's like people training at developmental and stuff like that every day and stuff like that. But some of the bumps, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, were excruciating because we really didn't use like crash mats or anything like that. And I would have to learn sometimes moves just before we got on TV that night. So it was like, but I will give you guys one moment. There was one funny incident with learning. Is it a frog splash? Not off the top rope, nothing like that. Just learning a frog splash. Fit was trying to teach me a frog splash onto. Man, I have to look back. I can't remember who it was, but it was during the LayCool moment, and Kane was outside the ring watching, and Fitz like, Layla, just jump on top of her. I think it might have been Tiffany, and I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So I kept like doing a slide, like you're sliding down the wet slide, like the water slide. So I kept going, whoosh, and he's like, no, you go in and out. And I could, after about everyone dying of laughter, like forever, because I just wasn't comprehending it. I'm like, what do you mean? Kane goes, oh, Layla, it's like this. Look, he gets in the ring. He's so tall and he comes, and he goes, it's like this, and he does the frog splash like that, and everyone goes, yeah, how great is this? And then I finally kind of learned how to do it. So that's the one training moment. Who gets to learn a frog splash from Finley and Kane before being on TV? So yeah, that was a highlight of training. Training was tough, but there were great moments too that now I can look back and laugh and reflect and say, oh my God, yeah, how cool was that?
That's really cool. I'm just really like I didn't even think about it, and when you said I didn't train, like I just trained on the road.
No,
it makes a lot of sense. How
I didn't know anything
back then.
I didn't even know what go home was. I had a match with Crystal, and I guess I couldn't remember the match, and there was someone in the crowd. I'm gonna say this because there was somebody in the crowd who's like, your timing sucks. That was my first match, by the way, right on live TV. Your timing sucks. So she did something, and I didn't know. I forgot what the rest of the match was, and I didn't. She said the ref goes, go home, and I thought go home means lay down. I don't know. I was still down, so I didn't kick out. And then he goes, shoulder. So yeah, I didn't know anything. I went out there not knowing a damn thing.
Dang.
But hey, you live and you learn, right?
Live and
If you
learn.
ever get a chance, if you ever get a chance,
me.
watch it back. Watch it, you'll see. You'll get a chance. Like it literally, he tried to cover it up. Embarrassing.
That's a funny one. Yes, it's back to me. So for me personally, I don't know about anybody else, but when I look at LayCool, I see you guys as the stepping stone of women's tag team wrestling in the WWE. Because me personally, back then, I would have never thought that would be a thing. I didn't think we would see titles. So my question for you is, do you see anybody in today's wrestling or anytime a little after your retirement that you would tag with and possibly win tag team titles with?
Michelle. I can't see myself with anybody like Michelle, and I think that's why it worked so well. I think a lot of people will agree that. So it would be Michelle. I was with Summer for a while. I had a great time with her, but it's not Layla and Michelle, right?
It's not LayCool.
It's
It's just not. It would have to be. It's got to be my bestie. That's it. I couldn't do it with anybody else.
Go ahead, Chris.
Can I piggyback off that one just real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Like, are you and Michelle still cool, or is there anyone like that?
No, we hate each other's guts.
Oh,
No, we hate each other.
You see what you did, Chris? You see what you did, Chris?
No, I can't stand her. No, of course we are. Yeah, of course we're cool. We spoke just the other day. Yeah, no, we spoke the other day. We're really cool. I've got nothing but love for Michelle always.
That's amazing.
Always. Like when I first started, Michelle was like, I connected with her right away. Her and Kelly. Those like literally the minute Michelle and I even spoke, we've always been cool. So yeah, no, we'll always be cool no matter what. Yeah.
It's actually really lovely to hear.
Yes. Very lovely, dear. Shush, why are you being so quiet?
probably it's a starstruck.
What'd you say?
But go ahead, Chris.
It's a starstruck moment, like it's us being fans for years. So
No.
us still in that moment of fluster, like what do we say?
It's like okay.
And then just to hear those things that you guys are still friends, it's amazing because you
really nice.
watch wrestling and you can see that sometimes it's a couple working together, but then you can just see that genuine reaction with each other. And we always saw that with you and Michelle. You could just tell it was real in the back. What we saw on TV was what was going on in the back. It just felt so genuine.
Very genuine. Very, very genuine. Absolutely. Come on, Londoner. What you got?
All right.
Go ahead.
No, I think I've actually noticed recently. I think Piper Niven and Chelsea Green are a lot like LayCool. So my question is, would you want to face them, or at least do something with them?
I would love to. I think I've mentioned that prior. I would love to work with them. I think they are both great talently in the ring. I like their vibe. I like their style, their outfits, but not only that, I like the way they entertain. Like, I love the way how they just go out there and they're not embarrassed of making fools of themselves. They're not embarrassed of doing whatever they got to do to get their opponents over. I have nothing but high praise for them. And even Piper, like when she first started and she was was it Eva?
Eva.
Marie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even then
Marie.
I was like, wow, I like her. You know, and then she was Scottish too. I was like, oh, okay. Like I really was and I think her and Chelsea work great. I can see if it ever happens and it can happen, I could see that being a great little segment of LayCool against them. I really do believe it will be entertaining. I do believe so. And I've already said I love what Chelsea does. I love she's look where she started to where she's at right now. Good for her, man.
I mean, yeah, she did win the US title last night, so
Yeah.
Yep, congratulations. Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations. I said she's
so
doing
happy.
great. She's doing great. She's won everyone over pretty much.
yeah, no, that is true.
Eli?
Eli.
Between Raw or SmackDown, who are some of your favorite wrestlers on the roster? Male, female,
Present or past?
past, present. We can do past, present.
Past, present. Oh my God. Well, right now, of course, I think Roman's amazing. Man,
You
from
did
a
it.
long time ago.
You
like,
did it. You did it to yourself, Eli. That's what you get. That's what you get.
His running
Eli's not a big Roman fan. So
Sorry.
you should have went past Eli.
Everyone loves
So who do you like, Eli? Who do you like?
I'm more of all time is Cena, but currently, unlike some people like them, I'm a Cody fan.
Oh, okay. Cody's great too. Look what he's done. Man, talk about he made Dusty proud and his mom. I'm happy for him. Congratulations, because people get opportunities with their families, right? And then what do they do with it? And he did it. He killed it. He did it. So congratulations to him. I love Jey Uso too. I think to see him from when he first came in, yeah, right? Wow, like he's a star, big time. I'm happy for him. I love the Usos. They've always been great people, always. I'm trying to think who else. I haven't watched in a while. I did say that I really like Tiffany. I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while. But I liked what she was doing when I watched her. Who else? Give me some help, guys. It's been a while because I don't really watch it all the time. Oh my God. Yes. She's overtaken China's status, huh?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
She's on that level. Like she don't. Like, you don't even say like she's a woman. It's like, no, she's on that level that she's like, congrats. She's amazing. The look, everything. It's phenomenal to see it. It really is. Like, no, she's really good. Even Liv, I love Liv Morgan. I do love watching her. I think she's great. I'm glad that she had that opportunity when she got the title. Is she still the title?
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, I was so happy when she got it because I felt like she deserved it from a long time ago. Long time ago. But even past, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, like Kelly and
Of course. Oh my God, yeah. There was Mickey James. We had major stars. I'm trying to think. Who were the male stars?
back then.
Yeah, God, guys, I'm
you have Randy,
Batista. I think CM Punk. Come on, there's some.
Hey.
The best in
You
the
can't.
world.
Yep.
WWE does make amazing stars.
Indeed
They
they
make
do.
stars. They make stars for sure. Yeah. So it's hard for me because I don't really watch as much as I used to,
of course.
but I will.
Well, you catch up every now and then.
Sometimes, especially on Twitter. If you ever want me to like hit me up on Twitter, like X, that's when I'm like kind of catching up.
There we go.
I'm like, oh, wow, so cool, but like, I don't sit and watch like I used to. I just don't have the time.
Of course.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex?
All right, so my question is, because we've all of us heard the phrase of the Divas Revolution. We hear women like Trish Stratus, Lita, Mickey James, them paving the way in terms of the in-ring aspect. Me personally, seeing you and LayCool, we feel like you were the pioneers for characters. Because most of the time we didn't know what the characters for women wrestlers were. As far as for me, I see that you influenced at least a lot of wrestlers to develop their own character. Do you feel like you and LayCool have impacted, this current generation of wrestlers to find their way and find their character shtick instead of just being a woman who can wrestle or just being a beautiful person?
I'd love to say yes, but I don't feel I just don't feel comfortable with that. I think what we were able to do as LayCool was we did have the opportunity to, like you said, exhibit characters. It wasn't like, here comes this lady and she's wrestling this one for like 5 minutes. Okay, next. Toilet break, you know what I mean? Popcorn break. Yes. So I feel like we were able to attain that. We did have characters and stuff like that. But really what did it was NXT. That's what I think. I think once NXT was opened up, that's when people were able to have like characters and they knew that was important. I would like to say, yeah, LayCool did have some part for the women's division. Yeah, sure. In having characters, yeah. Because we definitely were, when you look back, out of all the divas in our era, we were the ones with the personalities, right? We were able to, and I felt when we had our characters, we were able to get other people over. You know what I mean? Like just by
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because that's how we saw it as well. Is just seeing your characters. Because on Friday Night SmackDown, I preferred it over Raw at that time, mainly because of the stuff you guys did was funny. It was hilarious. It kept us dived in. As far as where I saw my other friends that like Monday Night Raw, like they just saw the girls wrestle for 2 or 3 minutes. I'm like, we're watching that. I'm watching LayCool. Roasting, giving us joy and entertainment.
And storyline. You know what? Michelle has to get credit for that because she would literally every week she would write up different storylines. She would write like 4 different things for that. Like she was literally on top of that. Like she would fight for us because that's what you had to do backstage at the time. You had to literally like have plans, ideas, and it wasn't. And you had to be on top of it because if you forgot about it just 1 week, you won't be remembered. Like nothing. But I think, like I said earlier, I think NXT has made it not easier. I'm not saying easier because you have to do the work. Nothing. I'm just saying it gives you a template that you got to have a character. You got to, okay, what are you going to wear? What is this going to be? What does this mean? You got to have this move. That's what I think NXT does. And I think that's why NXT is creating stars.
That's very true.
That is true.
Yeah, indeed.
It's funny because my next question had to do with something that you and Michelle did. And since you said she had a lot of ideas written down, where did the idea come from to end up at the end of the day splitting the title?
Oh, wow. Okay. So if you look back a while before that happened, we had these best friend chains. Remember those best friend of friends everyone had, right? When they split, right?
Yeah.
So we were wearing those. And then we were doing the rehearsals on SmackDown, and Dave Bautista was like, hey, he was like, Layla, he's like, why don't you guys do that with the title? And I go, what? He goes, yeah, I already told Vince about it. So during rehearsals, he just mentioned it because he was like he liked it. So he actually initiated that. He's the one that got that. And then Vince loved it, and we went, that was it. I'm glad it did because it did, again, it made it history-breaking moment for us. And then not only that, it was entertaining, it was fun, and it gave us the longevity with our career and our relationship, because otherwise Michelle wouldn't stick around with me if I had a title and she didn't have it, right? So it made sense. And it made sense because we were best friends. It just, so that's where it came from. Sorry, it came from Dave Bautista.
Wow. Picturing the animal Batista at that time, saying you win this title into besties bracelets, necklaces, is one of the most things that I would not have on my bingo card. That's Batista.
It's the honest truth. It's the honest truth.
Because back then, I was a big fan of you guys, and I'm like, I was learning the concept. One gets over, then the other turns on the other one, then it's done, and I'm just like, what could they do? And then bringing in the breaking of the title, and I'm just like, this is amazing. It was genius.
You laugh it off
That
now
was
as
him.
an adult, but as a kid, because you guys were the heels, so we're like, oh, boo, like what's going on? So then once the belts break up, our mind's like, oh no, they're gonna have the belts for even longer now because they're the best champions.
Yeah, poor guys. You poor guys. You guys suck it up.
We did. Once you get older and look past that, you find joy in it. Like this worked. This kept us entertained. You digest the story. You're like, hey, this kept us entertained. They were doing their job. So now you look at it from an adult perspective. You guys did great with that.
Well, that was I can't take credit for that, but you know what I mean. Thank you. Yeah.
It's my turn, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, because I was about to say, I think I got one more in here.
Yeah.
So you retired in, was it 2012 or 2013?
15.
15. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
I am. It does not feel like it's been that long since then, but it has.
Yep.
We're in 2024. It's crazy.
Yep.
Gosh. But when you look back on your career, is there anything that you would have changed or done differently at all? Like, I think a lot of us always, just in life in general, have some things that we look back and like, I'd do that differently. But I feel like as wrestlers, it's a whole nother story. So
Many things, many things. I would have, especially when I came back after my injury, I should have changed my career, my character, because I didn't have a character. I was LayCool. We split up, right? Then we both disappeared. Mm-hmm. So I think I should have had a different character. I made that mistake. Mm-hmm. I should have had a character, had vignettes, and got over as a face more, not just because of LayCool, and that's what I kind of came back on, and I shouldn't have done that. Not only that, I should not have won the title the night I came back. I should have said no. I don't want to win the title, because then what? I should have chased it.
Yeah.
Right? And then I also
is what makes it entertaining.
That's the thing. And so that's the problem. I was just so wanting to get back and eager, and wasn't thinking logical. And I wish that I had a mentor. I wish I would have had somebody beside me who's like, nope. And especially during that reign, like, no, you look, don't do this, don't do that. This is crazy. There's many things that I would change, for sure. Like, and in the end of my career, I'm not happy with at all a lot of the stuff I did. But that's, I think, because I wasn't letting go, and it was time to just kind of just move on. I've been there long enough, and that's what kind of happens, you know? So I do have regret, but I also have acceptance about it. It was still great, you know?
It's always good to look back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shush, did you have any more questions?
My question's kind of two parts. Now, like, former wrestlers have been coming back and being like a general manager. So my question is, would you be interested in what would be some things you'd like to see?
Oh my. I really don't know. I don't know what to say to that, because I know how hard that travel schedule is, and just the day and everything. I'm open though, like I said, before it was a complete no. I'm open now. Like, if there are stuff that's asked, or if there's stuff that's possible that could happen, and I feel that it's something that's beneficial for both parties, I am open to it, of course. You know, full time, of course they would give me full time, but even long term, like, I don't know, like I said, I'm just open for now. So I'm just keeping the door open. If somebody knocks, we'll take it from there.
Yeah, I think me personally, I would like to see you with Pretty Deadly. I think that would be quite entertaining.
Do what? Say what?
You with Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince, and Kit Wilson.
Yeah, no, you're gonna get my. I don't know.
Oh, they're like a tag team that's like very entertaining on SmackDown.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look them up. Are they the good-looking English couple?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I know. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah, of course.
I mean,
that would be. Why didn't I thought about that?
They're looking for people for Pretty Deadly the musical. I mean,
dude, I never thought about that. That's actually kind of cool. But they're actually very entertaining. I like the humor. I find them very entertaining.
That's a good one, Shush. That's a good one.
That is a good
But that is
one.
a good
That's a
one.
good
That
one.
is a good toss because I can
That
see that
is.
work, especially because you could revive your LayCool persona with with those two boys, and it could mesh
Oh
perfectly
my
with them because they have
god.
the same vibes you and Michelle did
They
back in the
do.
day, which is with
They did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They do.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it now. Sorry. Yeah. That would be actually very fun. That would. Yes. Like I said, I'm open, if that makes sense.
Eli?
You know,
What is like your favorite match you ever competed in, like that you can go back and remember
Ooh.
off the top?
The last match with Michelle when she left.
Uh,
Even I was injured. I look back like in happy memories, sad memories, because that was the end. Also like painful because I was in so much pain with that match. And I wish I could have given even more, you know. So and I just love because the crowd was so into that match. They
Dang.
really were
yeah.
so into that match. So it was a very and there was also like fans that I met when I won the Diva Search or when I was in the Diva Search, and they've been around the entire time. And for them to see me as a Diva Search girl, you know, like the winner or whatever, and then they were like, "What? Like Layla, you just won a pay-per-view match?" Like it was nice because I could tell by their faces they were happy for me because they'd watched my career very, very closely and have like seen me every single year personally. So it was nice to see them cheering for me too. Yeah.
Yes, nice.
Alex?
All right, so my question for you is, you being English and seeing the transition how European wrestlers were back in the day to how prevalent they are now to people like Sheamus, Gunther, Paige herself. How like on happy do you feel seeing these European wrestlers getting the spotlight they deserve because it's a style of wrestling everyone wasn't really familiar with, and you seeing your research now, seeing how prevalent they are. How does that you as a European woman and English woman feel seeing the limelight they get and respect they're getting?
It's amazing. I love it. I love that the fact that even I remember when everyone started. I remember when Sheamus started. I was still on the road. I remember when Drew McIntyre started. I was on the road, and they came up, and it was, you know, they were different. They did stand out differently, but I'm glad that they got it because England, you know, and European wrestlers are amazing. They are phenomenal. It is a different style, but they are amazing, and I'm glad that they're getting all the accolades they deserve. For me, I can't necessarily say that I'm like a European wrestler because I learned to wrestle, you know
WWE.
what I mean, in the
Yes.
WWE style and stuff. But it is nice to see that there are people from England, where I'm from, to actually be very successful in WWE in the States. That is very happy, and it also opens up the doors for other European wrestlers. And so let's see who's going to be the next big European stars. Let's see.
X.
So we spoke about it a little earlier, and for me personally, he's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He's on my top 10. When it comes to The Miz, how was just working with him, just with everything when it came to the Diva Search?
Uh, Miz was very professional, very, very, very professional, very nice guy the whole time. The entire time I've worked with Miz, he's been nothing but a professional guy, very giving, very fair. He stays out of everything. He's very drama free, very, very drama free, and that's why I think his career, as you can see, it, the longevity of it, he's still there. I was on the personal side though. I was there when I was sitting on the plane with Marty, and she goes, "Can you believe Miz? He just asked me out."
Look at it now. And look at it now.
Yeah.
And she didn't speak much English then. She didn't speak hardly any English. But she was in the flight with me. She's like, as if. Oh, she's like, the. And then look.
Right?
So that's the only thing I have on Miz pretty much. And then, so he had a crush on Marty from the Diva Search, big time. Like, I mean, like the second day in that she told me that he asked her out, or the second week, maybe the second week, because we've had the LA, then we were on a plane flight the next week after that Raw, because she got eliminated pretty fast, right? So it happened the first week. So he loved him some Maurice from the beginning.
That's a funny story.
That is something.
It's the truth. Look, he does.
Did you guys have any other questions, Chris?
So I don't. I was gonna see if we could go ahead and pass to some of the comments. I know.
Okay.
I know Monique had a good question in there, and so I've seen quite a few coming through. So if you wanna,
Guys, we do have 10 minutes left with Layla. If you guys want to start dropping your questions now, just make sure they're not what we've already asked, just so it's not repetitive.
Yes.
Let's see.
I've seen mad
Oh.
comments pop up.
Okay.
Zero.
here, can I?
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Oh no, you already got one up. I'll work on it.
Oh,
So
you
the
wanted
question
to.
I see there is like, what do you think is the best women's champion design of all time, past and present? So, the butterfly belt, the old school women's champion, or today's women's titles? Which one do you think was the best?
Man,
design?
they're all. How can you pick? They're all amazing. They're all amazing. So that the Divas one when that first came out, I thought that was phenomenal. I really did. I felt like I'm not sure if Michelle McCool helped design that title. I want to say she did, but don't hold me to it. You have to, I have to, but I think I remember that title. But then I did notice the titles just the other day on Twitter for the women, and I was blown away. I was like, wow, they're beautiful.
And it's
They are
nice seeing
absolutely
love
beautiful.
for the butterfly title because in the wrestling community, if we're being quite frank, it's not the most fond of titles, mainly just
I
because of the
know.
design itself. I mean, for
I
its
know.
time, we get it, but we see why some people like it, why some people don't. It's what we think is the
Well-
most divisive belt we've seen, other than
It
the spinner
definitely
belt.
is.
But it's
Yeah,
still fit perfect
How
though.
about this? How about this? My favorite belt is the LayCool belt where it splits apart.
There we go.
There we go. There we
How about that?
go.
There you go. That solves it.
All right.
Go ahead, Chris, if you got one that you're seeing right now.
It doesn't let. I don't think it lets me put stuff on because I don't think so.
It was mad questions they asked.
Yeah. So one
I
question
know-
I see right now asking if you were to get hired by WWE right now, which brand would you like to go
Oh,
right now?
right here.
Or-
Probably SmackDown because I've always been a SmackDown girl.
There we go.
Right?
Team
I
Blue.
feel like I had most
SmackDown's
of my
go-to.
career. Yeah.
Oh, here goes a great one.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep. We heard that you
Oh,
want
yeah.
women's evolution back. What would you like to see happen?
Well, I would like to see everything happen that the guys get, but for the women, you know what I mean? Everything. Like I would like to, and I would like them to put everything there together for the women, like to make up for, like, let's say evolution. Let's make up for all the time prior they never had any of those matches. So let's go through the era. Here we go. Let's start with before the Divas era, right? Then here comes the Divas era. Then it comes. I would love to see that. I would love them to show the generation of women, evolution of women's careers, and bring back all the older wrestlers. Bring back all the older divas and show them, like, let them have their moments to shine. That's what I think.
That's good.
Oh, this is a fun one.
Alrighty.
How would
So-
you rate Four
How would
Horsemen?
I rank them? They're great. They did what they did, right?
Yes.
They're all big stars. They're all, my God, are they not?
They are most
They're all-
definitely.
Dude, they're all big stars. The biggest surprise for me was Becky.
There we go.
Because I love Becky. When I was backstage with Becky, I love her. Like, you know, just everything about her. I briefly, like, was there backstage for a little bit while she was there. And I felt like she was the one that was like the last in the list kind of thing. You know what I mean? I felt like they had the other girls up there. And I thought she was like, you know, besides, I know people can say Bailey, but I just felt like when Becky had her moment, I think everybody went with her because she didn't have the moment to shine like all the other girls did. That's how I felt. So I think the girls did amazing. And Bailey was always very sweet, very, very, very sweet. Charlotte, I knew was going to be a star regardless. The second she walked through that door, just on her like wrestling ability alone, not even her looks, everything. I knew she was going to be a star. But Becky, to me, she's the outstand because she was not. I don't think she was expected to be that big of a star, as what, you know, how it started out. So no, they did great. They did amazing. They broke the women's revolution, right?
Yeah,
For sure, for sure.
Let's see what other questions we got.
Let's see.
I mean, because everybody does want to know.
Yeah,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely is a return? And before you do give the answer, you did do an interview as well on a friend podcast that we know, the No Name Wrestling podcast. And I don't know if after that podcast, if you saw the genuine happiness of fans on Twitter, seeing that there's still a chance of you coming back. The Queen is coming back. The biggest what if, you have a lot of fans, because if you think so or not, people don't forget who you are. We remember you. And there's still a big fan base that is waiting for that LayCool moment. We've seen Michelle come back a couple of times at the Rumble.
Yeah. We've seen Kelly, we've seen women, we've seen the Bella Twins, we've seen the personification of the Divas era wrestling minus one minor person, you. When people think of the Divas era, it's the Bella Twins, Kelly, and LayCool. We saw half of LayCool. We need to see the other half.
Like I said, I'd say it's a 10. But here's the thing: it depends on timing. If WWE wants it, it depends. Excuse me, sorry. It also depends if the fans want to see it. I think too. That's a crucial part. So if the fans want to see it, I want to see it. Let's go for a 10. Let's go for it. Let's see what happens this year. Next year, let's see what happens.
Trust me, there is a lot of fan bases, because me myself being a content creator, and when moments of Michelle coming back, I would always see in the comments, when is Layla coming back? And they always, because it's just you two together. Of course, you guys had separate runs at a time, but we just remember you two as that core. So when we see the other, we're just waiting for the return of Layla as well, and so many fans are.
Let's see. Maybe I'm up for it. So let's put it that way. I'm putting it out there. I'd like to do one more. I'd like to come back, because I'm scared I'm going to get too old, and then it's going to be too late, and I'm going to look back and I'm going to go, what were you doing, you idiot? Just go back, do one run, have that moment, you know. I think it's because I was worried about being judged, like getting older and stuff like that. Like, there's so many factors to it, but then I'm like, you idiot. Just go have some fun and just enjoy the moment and give the fans what they want to see.
You hear that, guys?
We all love it.
You hear that?
Yeah, there's the possibility. Triple H, we're seeing this.
So we do have 2 minutes left. So I want to leave the last question for Shush.
Yes, fellow Englishman. This is your turn.
Let's see if I can kick it. Now, I'm gonna throw it back to you. Who's one person you'd want to see Layla face? I'm gonna ask all of these.
Ooh.
Who would I want to see?
No, like who would we want to see you face?
Sorry, love. Go ahead.
I would say I would want to see you face Roxanne Perez, the current NXT Women's Champion.
She kicked my ass.
Yeah, you never know. You might have to teach her a thing or two.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, you never know, right?
Wait, sure, you asked all of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking.
Chris, go ahead.
I'm going to go with the obvious choice. The best choice. It would be the brand new Women's United States Champion, Chelsea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And wait a second, it would work so perfect because Chelsea Piper, LayCool,
who comes to help out? Later?
Listen,
I'm
who's
just
gonna?
saying, man.
If anybody's watching, you know.
I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair.
Ooh.
She's scary.
And then
Mainly
Alex.
because I would want to see you guys in a promo battle. The meaner girl, you and Liv Morgan. I would want to see a feud between you and Liv Morgan to see who can outwit who in terms of just promo skills.
Ooh.
Probably.
I think that'd be good.
Axel?
And since you said wrestle against, I'll say besides Michelle, of course, there is somebody that I think, and my girlfriend actually thinks the same way, that you would just mold perfectly with, and that's Ariana Grace.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I just feel like your two characters together, yes, of course, LayCool will never be defeated, but I just feel like those characters would also work good. Just the pageantness, it would just be perfect.
And wait, correct me if I'm wrong. So isn't Ariana Grace's Santino's daughter in the time you work with Santino?
Oh my God, I
Yeah,
remember her.
so
Now you just said that. I remember her when she was so young.
Listen.
She was like 12. Backstage, 12. Backstage with us.
So yeah, I feel like
Awesome.
when Axel brought that up, the chemistry, I can see it since you said you've worked with Santino and house shows and you've had good laughs there. I feel like, you know, you working with the second generation would be like, you know, a little flower in the cap saying I worked with 2 generations of great character performers.
Her comical timing is she's on it, man. She's got her dad and she's beautiful. I want to really see her succeed. I really do. Just watching her as a young girl. Oh wow. Yeah. She's beautiful now.
All right.
And I think that's all the time we have today. And I just really want to say thank you so much, Layla, for this opportunity. This was amazing.
This was really fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Thank you for your words of
you.
wisdom and, you know, seeing how your time and tenure was in the business and how you perceive wrestling even now.
Oh, wow. Thank you guys. I had a blast talking to you guys. And I wish you guys all the great success in your careers, in your future endeavors. No, thank you so much. I had a blast talking with you guys.
We had a blast as well.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mwah. Take care, guys.
You take care as well.
See you.
Bye.
All right, fellas.
Oh my God.
There we go. We
Wow.
had a WWE legend.
Man, bro. Oh my God. I was
That was
nervous
insane.
the whole time. Hey,
Thank
He
you,
was
guys.
solid. I feel like
That
he
is
was great.
that is
Thank you.
that
Yo,
wow.
we just,
Oh,
Yo,
Eli,
Chris,
I
I
just
never
want to
seen
say
you
one
that
thing to you,
quiet,
brother.
bro.
No, I want to say one thing to you. She mentioned Roman.
So on Eli's question, that is
that is poetic, man.
Guys.
Poetic
I can't
justice
believe
thing, bro.
I can't
Listen, the definition.
Yep.
The definition.
Hard work and tribulation and patience. This proves that, you know, first of all, guys, thank you for having me here. Hopefully
Of
I
course.
can be more cool. If you guys still need me to be here more consistent, I'm more than happy to help you out. But this
Listen.
shows that, you know, we have that opportunity of other former WWE wrestlers, hell, even TNA wrestlers that we can speak about and see just develop this podcast and elevate it even more, just knowing that we are speaking respectfully and honestly with all these past legends that we've seen as kids grow up, or current wrestlers that are trying to aspire to get up there.
This was
Man.
well worth it.
you know
I really
when
just want to take another minute to thank everybody in the comments that
nah for real.
that showed up
Everybody
today.
joining.
I wanna thank
I don't
everybody
think
in
you
the
guys really
comments.
know how much
He
that
said
means
hard
to
work
us.
pays off. Dreams
Thank
come
you.
true.
Shout out to specifically, I've seen Terrell, I've obviously Monique, I've
we
seen
we
Isaiah,
we
I've seen
we
Jody.
we were at 30 viewers at a point. Some people aren't here anymore. That's fine, but I appreciate every single person that came here. Definitely appreciate Layla. Definitely appreciate Scott for making this even a possibility to like. I'm still in my own mind. Like once this podcast is over, like I'm still not gonna believe that this happened. Like I'm gonna have to go to work, then come back home, then go to sleep, and then wake up and have to check YouTube again just to make sure. Because like
Yeah, you got to make sure. Did we interview her, or were we just dreaming?
I gotta work overnight tonight.
and then some of the things we were able to find out. Like who would have thought
I didn't expect that.
the Amano Baptista was the one who came up with the idea to separate the titles.
No, one question I should have asked now that I thought about it, because I wanted to see her point of view, how she saw when The Undertaker asked out Michelle McCool. I should have asked from her back.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, because
That's fine. Because you know what?
That's next time.
I like to know that people speak real things and they don't just conjure up like a bunch of nonsense. To know.
We basically looked at the Miz saying, "Ew, this guy's asking."
That's what I'm saying. To know that hearing the Miz say like, nah, like I'm telling y'all from day one, and now to hear Layla confirm that, like, no, like I was right next to him, like day two, he was like, yeah, I want, like that's just little things like that, man.
Yeah, like that. That's the affirmation of it. You know, the Miz wasn't lying from when he wanted it.
Like, it's not just like, because you know how some people be like, oh yeah, I was always into this person. No, like, we just got confirmation. No, the Miz, love at first sight. The Miz was on a mission after he was.
Yeah, he said he saw her. You're the woman I want to be with. Took him 2 weeks to ask out, and then look how many some years later, and look at them together now.
That's so funny.
Their own TV show.
And then to find out little things that her and Michelle are still close. Just talking yesterday, like stuff like that is amazing.
And that's
you hear people in the business, they drift apart. A lot of wrestlers drift apart from their friendship.
We did outstanding.
Thank you, Monique.
I love you, Solo. No, let me
we all was nervous. We was out.
Nah. We was. Listen, to be in this position and it actually happening, you're always going to be nervous. There's never. I don't care who you are. Even if you're at a top of professionalism, you're always going to have that nervousness when it comes to interviewing somebody. It's just what it is. Especially if it's somebody that you grew up watching. Actually like that person, actually love their stories developing and everything. So you're going to be nervous regardless. It's just human nature, like, you know?
Like, let's bring it back up to when you and me, Axel, went to WrestleCon. It's going to be, 2 years ago now.
Wow. And speaking of WrestleCon real quick, just a little thing. I'm glad I did this because Alex was the one at WrestleCon that said, yo, Carlito's right there. And I'm like, because Alex already put so much into my trip and everything. I'm like, I know it's only $20. I'm like, nah, Alex, it's cool. I regret that because what happened literally a month later, the return of fucking Carlito. Who knows what could have happened if I would have just been like, you know what? Yeah, who cares how much Alex spent? But like, you know, it was more of but we just take all these opportunities, man.
We went to WrestleCon. We saw these wrestlers we saw in the past. Summer Rae and Kelly just casually walked by. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
We geeked like there was no tomorrow. They just passed by. We geeked. Me and Axel were like, that's Kelly and Summer Rae. Like, we were like, because like I said, when we're wrestling fans like on the internet, let's keep it a being. We all yap for the sake of yapping. Everybody
just because of the fact
every wrestling fan yaps.
Where my lighter at? Oh,
yeah, for the sake of yap, we yap for the sake of yapping. But the moment we see a wrestler or someone we knew from the past, no matter if we like them or not, we are gonna geek. Because that's that's oh my god, we saw you when we were yay big, yay tall, we were this. So that was us. Like Kelly, Summer Rae, not wrestlers that we're like super fans of. They walked by. We geeked out.
And it's a respect thing because of course you're going to be nervous because you want to make sure, like how Chris said, he did have that question down, but I'm pretty sure he didn't know if that was too much of a personal thing. Mm-hmm. But you know, it's just nervousness is just going to come. Like, but at the end of the day, we killed this shit.
But
shush, I will say this: I've never seen you so quiet a day in my life.
No, seriously, brother, you were.
Yo, Josiah said that you turned it into Tyrese.
Shush. Every person during that moment said the same thing in the comments. They have never seen you so quiet.
It's just turned into Tyrese.
I don't know who Tyrese is, but hey.
I will say though that
they said just get quiet around the back.
I will say though that pretty deadly question was good. That was a good one.
Question.
No, that one threw me out of left field, brother, because I'm like, I didn't think of that.
Because now I hate shush because now I can just see it. Like, I can just...
Yeah, just hearing her with the, yes, boy!
Like I can just see it now, bro. So I'm hoping, because again, like we did say, she is one of the ones who deserves to have a comeback.
Yeah, a Royal Rumble return, no matter how big or how small it is, but it's true. Like we've seen almost
I'm glad I told her about the Twitter stuff because, of course, she's on Twitter, but people are so busy you don't see everything. Yes, there are fans who, after that podcast, after Malik's podcast, they saw the quotes and they're excited.
Imagine she returns at the first episode of Netflix.
Oh, just hey, she does say she lives in California, so she could be in the road doing the wave.
Listen. And that's another thing. LayCool need to be in the Hall of Fame, man.
No, because I genuinely meant when I told her that when it comes to the women's revolution, everyone talks about the female wrestlers that wrestled that were ahead of the time, like Trish, Lita, Mickey, and Victoria. But I'm like, what about the rest of that character works? And who are the better characters? LayCool.
Facts.
Like I said, my thing is making sure I let somebody know, like, we ain't forget about you. Every time Michelle's out, we just waiting. We waiting.
We think like cool immediately. Yeah, we're singing yo
we're
loud
waiting.
enough
Enough
for
for
me.
me.
And then we're like, wait, where's Layla?
But, you know, damn, Chris, you know, we do have everybody else here, but, you know, who knew that conversation that we had that one day would lead to this interview?
Who would have known?
It's crazy. Oh, man.
But, I mean, if you guys want to recap Saturday night's main event, if you guys want to recap certain things, we can. It's up to y'all.
I don't mind. We're already up here now. If you guys want to.
Fuck it, don't matter. I watched most of it. I had to go to work.
I've got time. I don't mind.
The best part was Chelsea winning. So, I mean.
Yeah, let's keep
why
it a
didn't you
bit.
ask about the pork chops and applesauce? Monique wanted to know.
Wait, what happened?
Wait.
I think it was Monique that asked why he didn't mention the pork chops and applesauce.
She just asked right now, why didn't he say anything?
God, you
Shush was quiet as hell.
I've never seen you
see
quiet.
right now though, Shush, I want you to know, yes, cameras are off because we just finished the interview and this is kind of like a little extra stuff, but for the remainder of every podcast, it will be how you have it right now.
That's the setup, brother. It works.
I just need some laid down time because now my nerves are finally going down because
and
I still can't believe it. Like, bro, people like content creating's never gonna get you nowhere. You're not gonna do nothing with that. You're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do that. And then to have this, it's like on a personal level.
There was a spammer, bro. There was a spammer,
and they could spam all they want. They just mad because it's probably the person who said this ain't real, and it's fine.
No, someone put you don't deserve this.
What you say?
Yeah, it was like
that's fine.
Okay,
That's fine.
Okay, they wasn't in the
like,
You right. But you wrong at the same time. Sorry, buddy. You
They say you don't deserve it. Yeah, they can suck. Yeah, no.
don't know what I deserve.
She was really
I've calmed my nerves a little bit.
She was.
Feel a lot better now.
Actually making conversation.
And that's the thing too. Like I love doing interviews like this because it shows that wrestlers are human. Like for you fans for you fans that just swear they're just wrestlers, no, they're humans too. That's why people are gonna look back like, oh, why didn't Axel say anything about Cody? Because again, I don't have any personal issue. Why didn't you say anything about Liv Morgan? Like because I'm not. And then here we go again. I love you too, buddy. Thanks for making a whole nother account.
Oh, Pookie, you have no time in the world.
I generally think that's the same account.
Bro loves
It
me.
is. No, it's different comments. Pookie.
Bro found his favorite content creator.
I know, right? That's crazy. Can't comment on it though. That's crazy.
He created another Gmail.
But
an extra number on his Gmail.
So I will say that's crazy. An extra number on the Gmail is insanity. But you know what? Is there really anything y'all want to go over?
No.
I mean, the only thing that we want to go over realistically was Chelsea Green won. Liv Morgan and Io should have been longer. The match was going good.
Bro, that match was what, 7 minutes?
Yes.
What match?
Io and Liv.
It was 7 minutes. It felt like 5 to me.
10 minutes, bro. That's it.
It felt like 5 to me.
Get to watch it.
She did one finisher. I'm like, that's it? The match over? I was like, yes, this ain't it.
They are really milking Rhea versus Liv for WrestleMania. Like, this is a 7-month feud.
This is what I'm saying. See, RJ gets it. Like, thanks for the view. It's one, but it's one of many that's going to accumulate to more than one.
Yeah,
so I appreciate you.
View.
I don't watch people. Anybody that I don't like, I don't watch their stuff.
Anybody that's still here with us, please, if you haven't already, drop a like on the video. Like, that helps a lot more than you guys realize. Drop a like on the video.
Yeah, like, even if you saw for like 5 minutes, like it.
Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps us out immensely.
And we got a lot of work to do, boys. We all got to make separate clips and everything, so.
Yes, there is plenty to talk about coming off of this. I should have been making notes as we were going through, but it is what it is.
Oh my God.
But I mean, besides Triple H actually taking, I guess if you want to say a bump-ish type of thing, I ain't think I'd ever see Triple H get physical again.
Yeah, he was out there pushing Kevin Owens around. And,
So, no, you know what? Before we do end the podcast, I do want to ask, because there's different views. There's 5 of us. Where do you see this ending with Kevin Owens, man? Because, like, I know we got the stuff with The Rock and everything like that, but we still haven't even gotten to.
Have to end it at the Rumble.
Yeah, but we still haven't
Randy
even
did.
gotten to. But here's the thing: both Randy and Cody are out. If you look at it this way, the last person that Kevin Owens did something to was Triple H. So now Randy, when he comes back, is going to be automatically going after KO. So that's going to be the Rumble. And then what are we going to get at the Chamber? It's like, I feel like sometimes WWE puts themselves in corners. Like, I feel like they give somebody a spot and they don't think, oh, he won't get that over. Like, yeah, there'll be a couple of fans, but it's like, bro, like you put Kevin Owens in a position where it's like, you can't CM Punk him. You can't CM Punk him right now. And what I mean by that is it's 2013. Well, y'all should know.
Yeah.
Like yes, The Rock and Cody, that's cool, but let's be real. Since Bad Blood, nothing has been mentioned since that shit. I'm a fan of The Rock, but it's like, but it's like, do we really? Because there's the other thing too. Because there's the other thing too. We got the transfer window thing happening. We already know that behind the scenes, obviously Roman and Cody are going to Raw. So what does that mean for Kevin Owens?
I think as
Are we just gonna forget about it and then you're gonna? You talking about that faction, Shush?
Oh no! Because
The faction that everybody's saying is gonna happen with Drew, Seth, and Kevin Owens.
no. I just think.
Granted, it all makes sense. Granted, it all makes sense. But I who else would you add to that?
Kill the bloodline.
Because it makes sense. Because Kevin Owens hates the bloodline. Drew McIntyre, after feuding with his main op, came back immediately. Y'all thought I forgot about the bloodline? And then Seth Rollins didn't even want to team with this nigga. Even though Bronson Reed was on the other team, he still ain't want to team with these niggas.
Yeah, he hated Bronson Reed.
So
but he's like,
they really have like a thing with this Roman stuff. So it's like WrestleMania right now is up in the air, bruh.
Drew did say yesterday.
Like I said, for Cody, I want Randy versus Cody.
You see, and Shush, you got a point there because it's like, okay, he said 1 down, 4 to go, so he ain't forget about Solo either. So like, are we getting to a point where y'all gonna push the alignment of both bloodlines now
against Kevin Owens?
And that's what I'm saying. Well, with Drew, because Drew said 1 down, 4 to go, like, so he's gonna go after Solo eventually. But you think Drew's gonna? You think?
Bro, I swear to God.
Well,
No. He counted Sammy. Sammy was 1 to go, unless, which I don't want to happen because we've already done that. It's dead. It's done. Unless he's talking about CM Punk again, bro.
No. I think it's
no. When you say 4 to go, it has to be the bloodline people.
And that's what I'm hoping. But then it's like, so what happens with that? Like, so Solo goes back with that bloodline. So what happens with Tama Tonga and Jacob? Because I don't know if y'all know, Tonga Loa might miss WrestleMania. So much for the Usos versus God.
I can't have nothing.
No,
And then Seth Rollins was supposed to have a match. I guess the Sammy and Drew match wasn't supposed to happen. It was supposed to be Seth and Bronson Reed, but he ain't gonna be back till like fucking SummerSlam.
Wait, Seth is?
No, Bronson Reed.
Oh yes, you're right. This is like a 7-month injury.
And that's the other thing. Yo, I'm glad you said this, bro. And this is why WWE makes it hard to like go up against people like Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre. Who else is willing to team with Roman? Bro, you literally had Jimmy Uso get his ass whooped, Jay get his ass whooped, and Sammy. And when you came and did your promo, all you gave a fuck about was Solo. Do y'all not see what these people are telling you? That he don't give a fuck about y'all? That he just uses y'all when the time is right? Because he didn't, like, Jimmy literally got his ass beat and he only cares about the match with Solo.
So that's what Seth was trying to tell everybody.
Like, fine, if not Jay, if not Sammy, you've never had an issue with Jimmy. There was never that thing, you know. You didn't even care what he did. You're not even going to address Drew McIntyre? That's why I feel like if not The Rock, it's probably Drew that's going to cost Roman that match on Raw.
So it might be where it's going to be Roman versus Rock for sure, but he's going to cost the match because Rock is going to be like, you forgot your place as the tribal chief. You're supposed to care for everybody, not you.
it's just like they got so much stuff going on right now with this.
And then also for us, we're having.
And then poor Liv fans, poor Liv fans, like they call me a hater. It's like, but look what's about to happen. Y'all constantly keep getting upset with this Rhea Ripley storyline.
She about to get packed up.
She's gonna get it back eventually. They're giving you what you wanted. You got the clean win against Io fucking Sky. You got a 200+ day reign, way more better than your last one. This reign, as much as I can't stand Liv Morgan, is despite everything, and even though it's even though it's only mainly revolving around her and Rhea, it's way better than what the fuck it was with Ronda Rousey.
Way better.
They're giving you guys. She missed out Mania. The issue that happened, crazy. It's a 1 year anniversary of what happened, and she got locked up and everything. That's the crazy thing that I'm about to bring that up. But even despite that missing Mania, they gave her what she deserved. Yeah, this is me. It's Axel saying this. But at the end of the day, it was never the original plan. Rhea Ripley got injured. She was never supposed to win that belt. Maybe she was. We don't know that.
They were supposed to be down the line.
But
I doubt it.
No, I feel like
but Liv Morgan fans
more down the line towards the end of the year. That way we could have seen feud at SummerSlam.
Liv Morgan fans about to be stressing in like 2 weeks when January get here.
Because here's my thing. We're about to go back to Raw and everything like that. Liv Morgan has been just mentioning somebody's name, like if the girl retired or something. Y'all know that it's gonna be Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch.
As it should be.
They showed y'all what they wanted. They had Rhea and Io holding the title. They do this every time towards Mania. They literally put in your face the women's match that they want for Mania, and y'all just don't see it.
Yeah, because Io versus Rhea will cook.
I'd be shocked, and I would never talk anything of Liv Morgan again if she actually retains on that episode of Raw.
Yeah.
Because Io did it. She did her job. Go out there. You're not gonna win, but put over Liv Morgan, and we got you. She did her job.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next?
Rhea's gonna get the title. It's not gonna be a long reign, but Rhea versus Io at Mania. You have Io win the Rumble. I mean,
yeah, because people are telling you that as of right now, Io is the best in-ring worker in WWE for women's wrestlers.
I give it to Liv too. I mean, she held her own. She from what I see, being a fan for so long, she ain't really do nothing. Io's the one who kind of botched that rope move.
Yep.
I ain't see Liv make no mistakes, so I'll give her that. That's why I was expecting. I was expecting the other way around, but Io was the one that did the little mishap. But but it's the time. Like now, give Liv a meaningful storyline without a championship. Her versus Becky Lynch. Let her actually beat, and this is why I'll never understand why they say I hate the girl. I'm giving y'all amazing booking to make her try to at least strong. Have her actually beat Becky without the help of Dominic Mysterio.
Or Raquel.
Shit. Actually, who knows what Becky wants to do anymore? Who knows if when she comes back, she only wants to do it for a year or two. Have her be the one to really retire her. I don't fucking know. Listen. I'm just saying, because I don't know how long. Becky looking like she want to be a mom, so who knows how long we got.
Like I said, there's a story right there, but that's another story for another day.
Listen, I'm just saying. I'm saying it for the Liv fans. Like, y'all hearing me say this, I be trying to help y'all, and y'all be acting like I be... Because what y'all really going to be mad at is when she goes right back to the mid-card, feuding with Raquel.
With no belt.
With no belt.
With no belt is crazy.
Because y'all gotta be kidding me that this girl, I love Raquel too. That booking is so ass. But I love Raquel. But you gonna tell me that one, you gonna have Rhea Ripley's music hit, not stand in front of Liv. You gonna see Rhea Ripley come out, get out of the way of Liv. You gonna let Rhea Ripley do her whole thing, and you don't do nothing. You don't do nothing.
I didn't do shit. She was scared.
You don't do nothing.
She just
right there.
I'm probably seeing this start flexing my back.
Listen, that's the only positive about this character for Raquel, bro. I haven't seen a single back flex.
Yeah.
I love this character more than what she was before because they literally just made her the smiling back.
Yo, this act's funny, bro.
Cause I hate the booking they do with my people. Like, look at Theory, bro. They hasn't been on TV in months. Braun Strowman, Braun Strowman's on SmackDown. Oh, who he's gonna beat up? Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Why are they still a tag team?
I thought we were gonna see a turn.
Like, why is this still a thing? We're about to be. We're basically 3 months away from. 4 months away from WrestleMania, and they're still a team.
Disgusting, man. Disgusting.
No, I can say it.
Like if it wasn't so ass in my vision that Grayson Waller would just not work as a face. I mean, damn, you could put Theory with fucking Ciampa and fucking Gargano, but Grayson as a face, I know.
If we see, we can't even see the way anymore because they released.
And that's my thing. Yeah, that's why I don't even deeply want it anyway because Indy's not there. Dexter Lumis too, because he was a vocal point towards the end of that thing, man, and in the middle of it.
But he's in Wyatt 6, but I don't even know what the Wyatt 6 are doing now.
I mean, listen, man. My thing is, I'm starting to realize you can't win sometimes when you're WWE because you make a faction like Karrion Kross's faction, you try to make them dominant, people joke about it, people don't have respect, this, that, and the fourth. And then you try to put him over and make him strong, and now it's still a problem.
To quote Daniel Bryan, fickle.
Like, shush, I know you're upset. I do find it kind of crazy, but, let's be honest. If you look at Karrion Kross and Chad Gable, it's more realistic that Karrion Kross could beat, Uncle Howdy more than Chad Gable.
That is said.
Chad Gable was Shorty G. Karrion Kross was bald-headed Karrion Kross in NXT. I mean,
Yeah, bald-headed Karrion Kross was the NXT champion.
We ain't gonna talk about it. It's not the time. It's not the time.
Bro, it's been like 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Shush ain't trying to talk about his frustrations right now on this episode. He's trying to save it for the next episode.
Yeah, it's a positive episode. Why do you want to crash out?
You're right. You absolutely right.
We're not talking about crashing out. It's the truth, though. Like, I see what you be posting and everything, and I'm like, bro, like, listen, I would literally give you the whole apartment to crash out in if they had like Sami Zayn beat Uncle Howdy. I would literally book you one of those like places where like you could just go and destroy shit. I don't know if y'all got those in London, but
yes, we have plenty.
Yeah, like I would pay for like a good 2 hours for you to just like break everything in that shit.
Yeah.
But I get my blue tick next week, and I've got to look back at Chad Gable's whole year, so I'm gonna need that.
They said Rage Room. I'm crying.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know when these trade window things are supposed to go down. Is it like immediately on Raw?
I think so. I think that's what it starts.
I would hope so. I'll be very worried if it's anything later.
Because my other thing is, we all know Gunther's going, but
to SmackDown, and then you have
do we have Ludwig follow him?
Probably
because then,
Ludwig.
But then we're gonna have that. I don't want to see Vinci, bro.
That Gable being the U.S. champion is more better than him being.
Wait. Do we switch the mid card titles? Do we swap them?
No, I think the mid cards stay where they are. I don't think there's no
mid cards.
Honestly, the only reason the world titles are shifting is because Raw wants Cody and Roman. No offense to either or. I doubt anybody really cares if they have Braun Breaker or Shinsuke because they're not there. Well, Shinsuke had his time. He's down, but Braun Breaker's not there yet. He'll get there though.
Yeah,
I believe he'll be one of those that it's like, oh, we making a new program. We got to have fucking Braun Breaker.
So wait, does that mean the women's champion swap then?
No.
The only reason I think so is because
it's because of the belt designs.
It's like you do.
Oh yeah.
You have like certain people talking to the managers, so it's like I don't know. Does Tiffany cash in and then fucking moves to Raw because she was talking to Adam Pearce, and then they put Liv on SmackDown? I don't know. Dominic was talking to Nick Aldis. Is he going to SmackDown?
Free the boy
Pin,
Don. That's what I'm gonna say.
pin Balor, you know.
Get Dominic
I feel
away
like
from
Liv
Liv.
and Dom, once they fully split up from the Judgment Day, they go to SmackDown. Finn and JD stay on Raw.
They're gonna lose. That's the thing too.
Finn's gonna be a
Like
single star.
Finn's really gonna. Finn got pinned yesterday, and he's about to get pinned tomorrow because they're losing against the War Raiders, bro.
Yeah, it's in their home.
That is actually crazy.
Well.
There's no way you have them beat them again.
Yeah, I wasn't going to, but fuck it. Why are they getting another tag team match?
Because it's listen, shush. That's why sometimes I don't argue with you with certain shit. Like as far as your tweet when you said they still feel unified, I don't agree with that. But as far as splitting them and still not doing shit with them, that part I agree.
Yeah, because when I heard it last week on Monday that the War Raiders like, have I missed the Battle Royal?
Because remember the Judgment Day got involved, so technically, if we're going by old WWE logic, if you get involved in a match, the person who loses automatically gets a rematch because they were falsely done and blah blah blah.
Yeah. So that means.
And again, we're talking about the company that for some people rematch clauses count, and for some people they don't fucking exist.
Let's move off this because I refuse.
That's just how WWE is. That's just how they is, bro. Sometimes it goes for certain people, sometimes it don't. Like I just said, some people have rematch clauses, and then some is just like, where the fuck is their rematch clause? Like I think there's still certain people who have lost titles and still haven't got on a rematch. Shit, no offense.
I mean,
no offense.
Logan Paul didn't get his rematch against LA Knight.
Despite his schedule, I mean, shit. Why the fuck wasn't Roman the first person to get a match against Cody?
I honestly could have swore like a few years ago they said that they wasn't doing rematch clauses.
Yeah, but then they give people.
But then they started doing it again. So
yeah, but in recent, for certain superstars, it's like, oh yeah, I have a rematch clause. But wait a second. So Cody should have not had a match yet until Mania because Roman should be the one, right? Well, no, he pinned him while he wasn't champion. Never mind. The Rock don't count.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
No, because I was going to say technically The Rock gets a shot, but he pinned Cody when he wasn't champion.
That's unfortunate.
But quick question. I could be wrong, and I might be wrong. But is The Rock the last nigga to pin Cody Rhodes?
Solo.
It was Solo, right?
Okay. Alrighty, my brothers, I'm about to go take the bathroom break. I forgot we're still live, so I'll see y'all later.
All right, bro.
That's all good. I think someone else might have. No, yeah, Solo's the last person.
Because I think it was Solo, but I can't really be 100% sure because, he
it was
lost.
Solo at Money in the Bank in that 6-man tag.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's how he got the championship match to begin with. All right, there we go. Okay. I was gonna say though, if it was like, oh my god. Well, I mean, if nothing else, that's really it for today.
I ain't even gonna say what I normally say.
Again,
our best one yet.
Before we're out, I appreciate everybody who came. I appreciate the 15 people who's still here, even though the interview been finished.
And our cameras is off, and they still stuck.
Cameras is off. Y'all still chilling with us. Yeah. Y'all still vibing.
They get my camera on for this.
Again, appreciate y'all. I don't know what the next one is. Now that this is my first time, like, dealing with someone's management, talking about doing stuff like this. Now, this was my first time, so again, I appreciate Layla and Scott for giving me my first opportunity. Now, I kind of know how to maybe get us some more. So we'll just have to see how it goes. A lot of people get it done too. Even if it's 8 minutes, 10 minutes, I'm going to really start doing my best to get us more of what we deserve. And this is just a stepping stone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But as always, appreciate y'all, and we're going to see y'all in the next one.